All right, what's up, guys? We are here to buy Kasmina Enigma Sage. I was hoping that we would have a sale on them, but unfortunately not. But that's all right. She is very much worth the 650 crystals we're about to spend on her. Nicole Ball's God Pharaoh is also a very good one, and Sarkhan Unbroken is also very much worth picking up. Those I would say would be your top priority, but right now, Kasmina and Enigma Sage I still believe is the best Planeswalker in the game, just because of her abilities, her mana gains, and her card pool. So let's do it. All right, here we are. Starts at, let's see what her, okay. Still waiting to craft a mythic from Origins, but so these are our 4 planeswalkers at this point. Been very diligent about saving crystals for the right planeswalkers. And let's just level up her up. Saved up a lot of crystals to runes, I mean, to level her up. So let's see how far we get her to. Might be able to get her to her 3rd ability, which would be awesome. Yeah, so now we got all sorts of things. Cool. So comes with this rare card, Double Major. It's a pretty decent card. Don't know if we need it right now, but we'll see. Got a few new cards here. Hall of Oracles, good for converting to loyalty gems. Fractal Summoning is a nice little card for buffing your creature on attack. It's okay, but I do like what's lessons. Prism Ring, Mrs. Pilgrimage, Elvish Visionary. Okay, so let's go through and try and come up with our best creature, our best deck here. So what I like to do, just start at our mythic levels and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I have Epic Struggle. At the end of your turn, populate. And if you don't remember what populate does, reinforce the first creature token you control with the greatest base power. And right now, I don't think we have a lot of cards that have strong tokens. Cemetery Prowler is not a great card, even though it's a mythic. I do like this Nylea Keen-Eyed that I've been using lately. It's a really good way to not only fetch creatures, but get mana into them without having to do much. So that's one that I'm really liking right now. So those are our mythic. Let's see what we got in the rarity, in the rare level. Cabal Coffers I still like, just because it's just doesn't matter. I just gain mana according to the amount of black gems on the board. I don't have a lot of support slots yet. We'll save Double Major. See what else we got. Now this is where we need to be a little bit more strategic in our findings here. So start with my supports. Farm is a good creature removal card. Bark Channel, definitely want this one in here. Hall of Oracles, let's try it. Okay, no, we're already out of support slots, so we might have to be a little bit more careful. Let's do this is Pilgrimage. So okay, get our spells in here. Do we have anything that creates tokens, at least strong tokens? I don't think so. Intro to Annihilation is a solid card, but let's get Fading Hope for creature removal. maybe into the Royal. And one more Titanic Growth. And then what I've been doing that's pretty successful is, where is he? Where are they? Alana and Alina partners. And then using Brood Monitor. And then using a spell to buff them. So maybe I will use Double Major. Let's see. Let's see how this rolls. Let's go into our, let's do a Training Grounds battle here. Oh. Go up against level 60 with the level 18. Why not? Let's just see what happens. We will probably lose this match, so let's not worry too much about it. But Nyla Keen-Eyed. Okay, cool. So what are her mana gains right now? So we already have +4 to green and +3 to blue, which is awesome. I'm glad that she comes with so much mana gain at such a low level, so we can really get things going here. And really one of the reasons that I like her so much is because she gets so much mana at that level. And so let's see what her abilities do with this. Pick and fetch one of the first 2 cards from your library. Okay, so we don't have a very strong ability at that level yet, but her abilities are all really good at level 60. So once you have her, you really want to start building her up. Oh wow. Well, yeah, this is going to be a tough battle. Our opponent already has Gristlebrand, so. And Nylia is doing her job. Okay, create an unsolved Enigma token. See what that does. So we can learn. And so whenever we make a match, oh cool. Nylia's devotion got higher. So this is what's really cool. So if we make a match in certain color, we get the chance to grab some cards that don't matter if we have them in our deck or not. They just add them to our pool of cards. So we can actually steal any of these cards from thin air. And then Alana and Alina will buff up my little Eldrazi Scions. And so if I am able to if it gets destroyed, then I'm able to really fill up my hand with all sorts of mana. So double major. We'll use double major on Alana and Alina and buff up our creatures here. So we can bounce their Gristlebrand, then it's not that oppressive of a creature. So, and we can steal Containment Breach, which gives us support removal without having to put it in our deck. So that's what I like to do. I like to get Halana and Alina on the board and buff up my Scions and or Brood Monitor. That's been a strategy that's been working for me lately. So Kasmina is awesome. We get blue and green, and so we can go into our story mode and start to possibly start winning these battles that are liable to give us trouble at lower levels with plain old Nissa Sage Animist. I think we cleared that out. Let's see where we're at with colors. Okay, we're at Ember Maw. So we can see how well we do against a level 25 Ember Maw Hell Lion with the level 18 Kasmina. I like to prioritize Nylea. Start fetching creatures, putting mana in them, all the while I make gem matches to power up the rest of my cards. Okay, so if we can get all these creatures on the board, okay, I'll save it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get Halana and Alina on the board, and then wait until Brood Monitor is on the board before I cast Titanic Growth. Oh shoot, that was not what I wanted. But okay. Well, this is fine. If I grab another Halana and Alina, then I will do that. But Fading Hope, bounce it. That's annoying. Okay. This should get Halana and Alina on the board. Titanic Growth. Give that Scion a bunch of power. Okay. So now that survives as I continue to buff up my creatures here. I'll just keep giving this one my power because I want it to just get as big as I can in case it dies. Knowledge Edition only it draws 3 cards. I'll do Mentor's Guidance. At higher levels, it floods the board, it blows up the board, and gives you all sorts of cascades and stuff. So very powerful. And it also copies a spell in your hand and gives it full mana, which is also very rad. Double Major just to buff up Liliana and Alina. Got him on the ropes now. He's flailing. Okay, sure. Nylea, if we cast enough green cards, it will buff the first creature and give them trample, which is awesome. And another reason to use that card, so. Great stuff. Okay, you see power of this deck. Okay. Well, that shows off the power of Kasmina at level 18. And let's go back to the vault and look forward to what we might want to start going for. So a few different things you can go for. Origins, I want to get a nice premium pack for Origins and start trying to grab all of the important cards from Origins. There are a lot of them that are very useful. I'll talk about them more as I grab them. But also in the vault, Planeswalkers. Do we want to start targeting Planeswalkers? Well, I would say the ones that are in the vault right now that are the best. Aliwick is okay, but you already have a better green walker with Kasmina. Kaya, Orzhov Usurper, is a really good Planeswalker if you don't feel that Nicol Bolas is fast enough for you. Sarkhan is good too, but Koth of the Hammer is a pretty polarizing Planeswalker. People love him. Some people don't love him. I find him to be very inconsistent, but super powerful. And if you feel like you want a red Planeswalker that, or at least a walker that does well for you in the beginning stages of the game, Koth is definitely one to consider. So if we get enough crystals, then I will probably pick him up because he is pretty strong. I gotta give him that. The rest of these are not worth picking up quite yet. Liliana, Master of Death, maybe because there aren't a lot of great mono black walkers out there, in my opinion. So you might decide to pick one up if you feel like leveling up Nicol Bolas is just taking too long. That's another reason to grab mono color walkers because they're a lot easier to level up. But at the same time, if you're doing this for story mode, you're better off just mastering Nicol Bolas and grabbing more crystals that way. So that's my suggestion as far as our next quest go. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.